Second guessing every breath, I'm full of questions. Passes full of cigarettes, alcohol and depression. Therapists and all the different pills can get expensive. All this bottled up aggression, I'm too old to get arrested. Almost died trying to get here. Got high through my best years. Got sober, then I relapsed, then I cleaned up, got my head clear. Sometimes it feels like there ain't to believe in, but I believe that we're out here for a reason. Yeah. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are.
Oh no! We're slipping! We're sliding! Oh no! We're gonna get stuck in a ditch! I replicated getting stuck in the ditch right now, okay? I have the engine running. Everything's off. Blower's off. I got the rear defroster on, this ain't gonna matter. Currently 9 degrees. So I'm gonna hop in the back and we're gonna figure out my thoughts if this would actually happen to me and how it's not gonna be fun and it's not gonna be a sauna. It's gonna be survival. So, all right. Okay, guys, we're in the back seat. Angles for this to record are gonna be a pain. One thing, if you do get stuck, you want to make sure you're checked. If you can get out, make sure your exhaust pipe is not in the snow. Plugged up, it'll back up. Carbon monoxide, not good for the human body. And then, unless you have like a brand new car, you absolutely 100% trust you don't have any exhaust leaks in your vehicle, you're gonna want to crack a window. Like, if you store water in your vehicle and it's this cold, you're gonna have a chunk of ice. I got a gallon of ice. Not very good. And food. Anybody that knows me, there's a good chance I have a meat stick or two with me, or more, or little sausages. These freeze. Hopefully you got a knife on here, you can just gnaw on it or something. Oh, it's my glove. Or something I generally keep and stuff is just trail mix. Okay, this is a mixed nut thing full of protein. Sustain yourself, okay? So I got another camera going on a thermometer right next to me. So I do have both my front windows about halfway down. I know in the intro I said I had shut the fans off. Within a couple minutes, as I was setting this up, the windshield started freezing. So I got it clipped on 2 and only going to the front defroster and the rear defroster, so I don't have to wait for it to melt before I head back home. So this is my heat can. Pretty simple. I went really cheap. Okay, this is the cheapest coffee in a metal can that I could find at Dollar General. It was $5 or $6. 300 strike-on boxes matches for $1. I prefer the good old Bic Instant Fire. And then another $1 for candle at Dollar General. These are $1 each, and they're contained, so they're going to be in the can. Right, and if they fall over or something like that. Alright guys, so you really can't see it on this video. The thermometer's just right here. Right, dog treats and more meat sticks. So, right now it says it's right at 32. I just cracked the back windows on this Element just to try to get it cool off a little bit more. But we're going to get this heat going, okay? In this vehicle I have 4 coats, including the one I'm wearing. I got a raincoat and rain pants. I got an extra pair of boots. I got extra socks. I got several pairs of gloves, a couple pairs of winter hats. Just stuff I keep in here because I'm me and I'm kind of silly sometimes, I guess, but you never know. So we're gonna up a bit. We're gonna get our candle going and we're gonna drop her in here. Whew. We're gonna see what's going on. If I was in the vehicle, I would grab a coat. You know, just take mine off. Showing right about 32 there. The vehicle is still showing 9 degrees. This is not super extreme weather, I get it. But I would hang the coat somewhere like this to try to contain the heat around me. I'm not going to break out the sleeping bag I have in the back because I don't feel like rolling it up. Just a demonstration of how I would do this if I would ever get stuck in a ditch or stranded somewhere. This would have to be in the ditch, so we're just trying to gather that heat. I'm blocking this camera. Kind of something like this. I would kind of be here, letting it keep me warm, right? That candle will last for a long time. 3-ounce candle. 85 grams for those that don't use Freedom units. To me, that's going to last quite a while. And if I was doing this, I would warm myself, probably blow it out, unless I really thought I was going to be... You don't want to use your resources right up. So a few more minutes. This is just like a demonstration of what you can do. You can adjust for yourself. You always want to be careful with fire, right? Like government, fire is a faithful servant, but a very rude master, and probably ain't helping. I can actually feel giraffes from the front windows being half down, but you get the point. Even with the windows open, we're almost up to 40 degrees on the thermometer, so we're keeping ourselves above freezing. And obviously with everything I have in here, in a real scenario, I would be bundling up, I would be huddling up, kind of keeping my body core as warm and together as I can. You're going to have to decide on your own how you want to do it. I'm not a survival master. It's just something I've thought about and read a lot about here. All right, so I've had the other camera going for about 20 minutes. You can see we're right up to about 40. Creeping up over 40. We'll give it a couple more minutes. We're going to call it good. But I'm just kind of feeling here. You can definitely feel heat in this area. If you go up here, it's definitely not. So it's just you contain that heat. Be smart with it. Don't burn yourself, don't burn your clothes, especially if it's some kind of plastic, nylon fleece. That stuff will go woof. Case in point. Quick touch down in there. And smolder. Didn't really ignite, but you can see it did melt it pretty good. So if you weren't paying attention, you put your thing in there, it's like jamming to some music or something, and all of a sudden your coat might be on fire. Alright, temperature's almost up to 42. So there you go, guys. That is my little example of this. Condensed down. Other cameras have been going for about almost 24 minutes. I'm just going to snuff out that. Poof, it's out. We're going to load her back up. You're going to want food. You're going to want some water. And if you're driving in this weather and you have a gallon like this, and you're alone or even not, putting it at the floorboard on the passenger side, not by your pedals, obviously, might be a good idea to kind of keep it somewhat liquid. I mean, might be better to use smaller bottles, right? You saw that other one right there. This one might even kind of be big to thaw out in that fashion, but just one of the 16 ounces or some 16.9, whatever the hell they are. All right, guys, so there you go. Just a thought of one thing you can do to be prepared in case you get stranded in cold weather. You could be stranded in a parking lot, business closed, whatever. Okay, consider getting yourself a little heat can, so to say, heat kit in a can. Just throw it in your vehicle. It'll fit anywhere. I mean, I don't have I got man hands. I don't have big giant hands. There you go. Can of Progresso soup. Probably give you some more dash cam on the way home a little bit, and yeah, remember, you're a survivor, even if you don't think you are.
Maybe all I need's another Instagram post with a quote about believing in yourself when you're low. You don't think you're a fighter?